know why I feel this way. Every day I wanna run away. I think I'll go back to that place I stay. Play on the server the TimeShot way.
Hello people, it's Poet. And we're back on TimeShot. Now, today I want to have a little talk about a few new things on YouTube as far as earnings go for YouTubers. This will interest a lot of people out there who do create content. And to those out there who want to support the people who create YouTube videos. So this is going to be a few topics, but first of all, let me show you guys what I worked on. Ta-da! Ta-da! Look at it. It's amazing, isn't it? I finished the roof idea, the pattern, the what do you call it? Template? I finished the basic arch for the roof. So that's the way that it's going to look throughout, kind of with these bluish stars there. And I really like how they turned out. I'm using now sea lanterns too. You can see that I replaced the glowstone with sea lanterns because I think that it really matches the purple/blue hardened clay much better. And I've also redone these pathways here with a new design, which means that I'll also be redesigning this main pathway too. It's a lot of work. But I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it. So I got a stack and 44 sea lanterns. I had about a stack and 10 or so. So let's say 138 sea lanterns. And that was after AFKing at the Guardian Farm for, I'm not even kidding you, about 9 hours on and off through the last several days. Let's see here. Gotta do this. Oh, I just realized I don't have a shovel on me. This is gonna kind of suck to have to get rid of this scaffolding. And I'm not really saving any of the glowstone. You saw that I just broke that without silk touch. Wyn said that she would take the glowstone if I don't need it, but only to get whatever I can. Don't fret if I can't get some of it. There we go. And there we go. So now I have to get rid of all these pillars out, these scaffoldings out. So I've been working on this a little bit. I wanted to get this done, the donor hall. Even though there are no new donations, it doesn't mean that I'm going to stop working on the donor hall. Got to get it done. And in thinking about that and thinking about some new things that YouTube has brought to our attention, I kind of wanted to talk about it. Now, this is my second time recording it. The first time I recorded this went on quite a while, and this one probably will too, but I just didn't feel like I had gotten my thoughts straight. So let's hope that I can actually kind of get a cohesive, some cohesive words out anyway. Already I'm failing at that, but either way, let's start. I'm just going to keep building these and probably talking to myself a lot. Since I don't really know the pattern by heart here. But I think it goes kind of just like this. And then like this. Yeah. Right? Like that. And then... Wait. I wish I had zoom. I wish I had Optifine zoom at this particular moment, but I think I'm doing it right. So I would do like this. Oops, not like that. And like this and like this. So to get onto the topic, I'm sure you've heard about it, or if you haven't, you'll hear about it from more than one person. I know you will. If you watch more than one person on YouTube, you'll hear about this. And it's a new feature that YouTube is coming out with. And I say it's a feature, and I'll explain that in a bit. But it's a feature called YouTube Red. And it's basically a way of paying a subscription to YouTube in order to remove the ads. It's like YouTube has acknowledged the fact that their ads are so irritating that they have to let people pay to get rid of them. Like that is what this all comes down to, I guess. But in all honesty, in all seriousness, it is an interesting service, and I'll explain why. I'm sure that you've heard it a million times by now, though, from other people as to why. Did I do this right? Yeah. Okay, and I'll do this side too. And how it affects me, and then I'll go into kind of some detail about how I make my revenue on YouTube so that you guys can better understand it. I'll open up that box and tell you guys kind of how it all is done. Like this, right? And then like this. This is how I did it on the other side here. I don't know if this is how I did it over there, though. It looks like it makes sense. Oh, we're all doomed. I'm doomed. So, YouTube Red. This is a new feature by YouTube. Kind of in order to give content creators some extra money is how they have very... I don't want to say that they're being disingenuous or something like that. They are making more money. YouTubers in general will make more money with this system. That is a fact. But it's going to be definitely beneficial to YouTube, much more so than to your basic content creators. Let's see if can I get a block there? Do I want to finish this top part like that? I don't know that I do, so I'm just going to finish it like this. You know what? And go like this. So the reason that I'm saying that they're kind of being a little bit disingenuous by saying that it's to our benefit, it's actually really to YouTube's benefit to have this subscription model put in place. Because I do think that the YouTubers in general, myself included, for example, will be in favor of this new system. So we're going to push the new system for them, and the more people sign up, the more money YouTube makes. And I'm talking way more money than they were making in the past. That's kind of just the way that the new system is set up, that the potential for revenue is a lot more than it was in the past. I actually read some articles earlier from analysts and investors saying that it's not going to be that important. It's not going to be that successful. But I think that those investors who say that are living under a rock. It just makes so much sense that YouTube will make a killing off of it. And I'll explain why. So basically the way that it works, like I say, you might have heard this before, but you're going to hear it from me again, is that YouTube will charge a service fee of about $10, let's say, for you to use YouTube. And in exchange, you don't have to watch ads. And also, the way that it works is that the content creators get a share, a percentage of that subscription fee. Let's say it's about 55% the content creator gets. So that's actually a pretty decent amount. It's like $5 and a bit. So let's just call it $5. You know, make it easy on us. We get about $5 back from a subscription. But that would be only if someone subscribes to YouTube and then only watches my videos. Because it splits it based on what videos you watch and how long you watch them. So, like, for example, if you watch 30 videos, every one of those 30 people, those content creators, will get a piece of the pie. You know, you can slice the $10 total into a pie, and YouTube gets a good almost half of it. But then all the other content creators are getting little slices of that pie as well. You following along so far? So what happens is the more people you watch, the less beneficial it is for the individual people. But it's still going to be a lot more revenue than it was in the past. And I'll explain that too. So we're talking, it could be fractions of a dollar. You know, at the end of the day, if you watch 20 people, that's probably being a little bit conservative there. I mean, I know people who watch tons of videos on YouTube, and you guys watching probably about the same. You watch a lot of YouTube content, even if it's split between a bunch of TimeShot members. That's a lot of people to watch. So we're going to be splitting our revenues that way quite a bit. But even so, we're talking dollars. We're talking dollars or even round cents. Whereas if you click on an ad, so this is the other way. This is the way that I'm making money right now. And I said I'd be honest with how I make my money. This is how I make the money right now. Is that you guys come along and either an advertisement plays during the video or in front of the video, so on and so forth, or you can click on the little ones that appear as well. There are a few ways that you can basically pay me, I'll say. It's not really getting paid, but you know what I mean. Oh. There should be a blue stained clay there. Interesting. And one right there too. I missed them there. I got them over here. Little things like that I finally notice after like months and months and months of work. And it's not something that really matters either. I did it all the way across, just forgot it at the end there. It's something that probably if you asked 99 people, none of them would say they saw it. But if you asked another person, then the 100th person would have seen it maybe. I don't know. Even just the way I worded that sounds kind of weird. Anyway. Getting back. Ooh. No. Whoa. What was that lag there? No, don't get rid of that. Hello. I'm stuck in the block. What is going on? What is going on? Help me. Let's do this. I am lagging far too badly to take that block there. Let's try taking this one away. My goodness. This lag. There. Yeah, I'm lagging because I'm uploading like crazy. If you guys don't know, because you haven't been watching my videos, I'm actually going to Michigan again to live with Wyn. I'm going to be there for 3 months. So I'm getting all of my pre-recorded content uploaded right now. And we're talking like maybe 12 to 15 videos are being uploaded as we speak. So that's why it's a little bit laggy on the server. Tiny bit laggy. You can't blame me, can you? All right, so let's not get off track. We're already off track. Let's get back on track. The way that I make money right now is, like I said, you see ads, and you have to watch them all the way through, or you click on them, then I get paid. But we're talking fractions of a fraction of a cent, like 0.0001 of a cent. Like, that's what I get paid for one person clicking. So, I mean, that the unfortunate thing is that even if someone's like super supportive of me and my channel, and they think that they're doing a good thing by clicking on the ads or watching all the ads all the way through, while that does help if like everyone did it, the fact is that it's adding fractions of a cent. So that's kind of unfortunate. So that's why a lot of the smaller channels, for example, have gone to different methods of getting revenue, such as GameWisp or Patreon, or one of those other crowdfunding methods. Because, you know, if they can get someone pledging $1 a month, it might actually be it adds up to much more than the fractions of a cent that 1,000 people might give them, you know? So it makes more sense for them to get pledges and do the crowdfunding thing. But for channels my size as well, it might make some sense to do that too. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm at a point where, you know, something will need to change. I'm not sure. Maybe this new system will fix things, but I'm not so sure. Oops. I'm not so sure that it will. So like I said, right now we're getting fractions of a cent per view, per click, per whatever that people do on ads. The new system, if you watch, say, 20 people, I'm going to get a fraction of that $5. So like I said, it's going to be about $5. If you watch 20 people, then it's $5 divided by 20. We're still talking about cents, but at least it's not like 0.0001 of a cent, you know? So if a lot of people suddenly subscribed, if like, for example, if all of my viewers subscribed to YouTube's YouTube Red, I would make a lot of money from that happening. We're talking a lot, enough to be very healthy on. You know, I'll go and fire up the Ferrari. Hold on, it's that significant, I assume. So it's really a nice system if a lot of people subscribe to it. If they don't, then, you know, it's not. Is it going to really affect things? Probably not very much. Uh-oh. Let's see here. I need stone brick stairs, and I don't have any. That's a problem. Sort of. So if I go one up. Doodle-doo. Go one brick up, which is right one. It's there, right? And that's what I've been doing over there, right? Right. So those are supposed to be like that, and then like that, and like that. And then those are stairs on top, I guess. So I can do this part until I get the stairs. Because I don't want to really stop what I'm doing right now. Yeah, that's on the same level. Yeah, it is. Just need the stairs on the top. Okay. So it's very beneficial if a lot of people subscribe to it. I don't think, though, that a lot of people will subscribe to it, since there are things out there like ad blockers that can block all ads from displaying. Now, obviously, that's, at this point in time, very detrimental to me. If people block ads, then I'm not getting paid anything. Even if they accidentally click, I won't get paid, you know? Because they're not going to accidentally click, because they are blocking those ads. They're literally taking money away from me by blocking the ads. It sounds silly, but it's absolutely what happens. This new system gives people the ability to block the ads while still consciously supporting the YouTubers. Now, to me, that seems a little bit silly, because if you really want to support a YouTuber or all the YouTubers that you watch, you should sign up for things like Patreon with those YouTubers, because then the funds go directly to them, and a lot bigger percentage than 55%. You know, we're talking many more dollars. It would make more sense. Like, for example, if you subscribe to YouTube Red, even if you only watch my channel, so I'd get the full $5, the chances of you clicking on something else, you know, are pretty big, and then you've given, probably it cuts it in half, I would assume. You know, 50-50, so I'd get $250 all of a sudden, just from me watching one other person. Whereas, you know, maybe you didn't want to support that other person. Maybe you only want to support me, but you've given that person the large share of what you would have been donating to me anyway. Does this make any sense at all? It would make more sense for you guys to donate directly to me, or to subscribe to a Patreon kind of system. Now, YouTube did come out with their own sort of Patreon system where you can subscribe or give tips. It was actually like a tip jar. You could give a tip if you really liked the content of a video or something, or a channel. You could give money. You could donate money directly through YouTube. But that system really sucked. It really was terrible because they didn't have any way of actually showing who had donated. So the system became like entirely useless. It was quite silly, actually. So, okay, I can do... Yeah, I can do the other lighting as well. So let's go up and do that. So I'm not going to use the YouTube system. That would be crazy if I wanted to. It really would not make any sense whatsoever. It would be dumb. So like that. Like that, like that. Like that, and like that? Is that how... I gotta go down and find out. And I need to get a shovel. Maybe I should go back to my house, get some stone brick steps and a shovel, even an iron one. The heck was that? We got lightning up top. Or a creeper. Is that right? How come this looks weird now? It looks like it's on a different level. I'm pretty sure that it is. Oh. Oh, this is different. But I think... Yeah, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. I knew that I was building this wrong, and I thought that I had built it different here. You know, it actually kind of looks better this way. I don't know. I don't know. Huh. How do I fix this, though, now? This is weird. It has to get raised up by one level, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it does. Oh, I have to do that for every single one? Are you kidding me? I just spent all that time. Man. Man, oh man. See, what the problem is, if you can't see it, is that this row right here, you see how it's cut away? Over here, it's not cut away. It's solid right there. So that's the big problem, is that there's a row here that doesn't exist here, but exists here. And it messed up me putting the lights in here. So maybe it's not going to be as hard as I think it is. Let's just undo reset button. Oops, on what we've done here. So I need that back, that back, that back, that back, and then I'll silk touch. Silk touch. There we go. So all I need to do basically is remove that. Add that block there, 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 right? And then there, there, there. Is that correct? This looks like it isn't correct. You know, like this shouldn't be here all of a sudden or something, you know? I'm going to take another look. Let's go and see. If I fixed it now, then I'll be very impressed with myself, but I think that I just made it worse. Oh. I think this row is wrong too. It seems to be cut away over here too. Huh. Maybe not. This row, this is the row that's cut away though. I see. I see. Yeah, this whole thing, I think this whole thing is going to need to go. I don't know. So I've cut away this top row here, but I think this is the one that needs to go. Honestly. Kind of like that. And then probably this row up here. I mean, it all has to be redone. I'm going to go get a shovel and those stone bricks. All right, so where are we at with our whole discussion here? I wanted to re-record this episode because I took too long, and now I'm taking too long again. But I've explained that YouTube is coming out with a new service that lets you pay to remove the ads. This new service will benefit people like me if you watch a lot of our content. Even if you split it between a bunch of people, it will still basically benefit me. It majorly benefits YouTube because regardless of who you watch, they are getting their 50% of that pie. You know, they're getting almost 50%. So they're getting almost $5 per subscription, regardless of who you watch. They don't care. If they have to split up the remainder between a bunch of people, who cares, right? But they still get their share. So it's very beneficial for them. And that's what I was saying at the beginning is, you know, it's very beneficial for YouTube. And then I've also explained that the way that I get paid right now is fractions and fractions and fractions of a cent from any of the ads that you guys happen to click on or view. But it still is how I get paid, you know. But there are other options out there. So that's where I'm at right now. Is that there are other options out there, and I have recently been contacted by one of the spokespeople from Patreon to get set up. And I don't know how comfortable I am with it. I've never been comfortable with it. That's why I don't have a Patreon account. And yet I know a lot of people who are and who love it. And I think that the fans also enjoy it as a way to contribute monthly to me creating this content, you know? It's like paying for a Netflix-style service. You're just donating that amount of money instead of to Netflix to me so that I can continue making content for you to view every single day. I mean, I spend $8 or $9, I don't know what it is now. Let's say about $8 a month on Netflix. And I probably watch maybe one movie every couple months. Maybe one movie every couple months. That's like a couple hours of content every 2 months, let's say. Now, you could pay me $8 a month, let's say through Patreon. You can pledge that amount to me. And you would get content every single day if you watched me every single day. I mean, that's just the way that it would work, right? So that sounds kind of interesting to me. How does this work? This is all... Like, I've majorly messed this up. Majorly. I have to, like, go up and cut away, like, every layer. It's really annoying. This layer, for example. And then probably, I'm just going to guess, this layer too. I don't know. Probably. So let's go up. Come on, up. And see what it looks like over here. We can tell what it looks like over here. So we can see it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Over here, starting at the bottom, it's up 2, 1, 2, 3, and then across 2. Okay? If I run all the way back over here. This is the one that I fixed now. But this is not 1, 2, 3 here. What level is this? I'm on level 56, sitting up there. And I'm on level 56 sitting here, so that's okay. It means that I can take this away? Yeah, I can. That's alright. Alright, that's a hollow piece. But this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then this should be this 1, 2, 3, and like this across 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know how I came to this pattern from up here. It doesn't look like it makes any sense whatsoever. Oh, it looks like I've gone out one and then in one again. I see the pattern now. Oh, and I saw it too late, right? Darn. Okay, well, I'll just have to redo it, but at least I can redo it from up here fairly easily. As long as I start on 56, which this is not. Ugh. Such a pain. Okay. 1, 2, 3, right? Oh, this is gonna be... This is already painful. Oh, okay. So I just gotta go like that, I guess. See, I'm like digging it all up. So anyway, I was contacted by someone from Patreon. I wanted to get to that. And I haven't talked to them yet. They wanted me to actually like get in a call with them. So old school. But I haven't been able to yet. And then do I do like up here? No. Yeah, I do. Right at the very top. Right at the very top. All right. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2 across. Yes. All right. And yeah, they want me to sign up. I assume that's why they're contacting me. And I gotta say that for the first time, I'm a little bit interested. Because recently I'm taking on a much larger financial load. There's for a lot of reasons, some personal, some not. Nothing bad though, so don't think that like I'm sick or anything like that. No, I'm not. I got a cold. That kind of sucks, but no, I'm not sick. It's not the financial load that I've taken on recently. Don't worry about it. But for example, like I'm renovating my house so that I can sell my house, which means that I've spent money on new air conditioning. I've spent money on all the electrical getting done in the house. It had to all be rewired. I had to spend money on brand new windows, brand new carpeting on the upstairs. What else? I'm putting in a brand new kitchen eventually when I can finally save up the money to do so. But these are all financial loads that I didn't have before. And then there's also this other personal thing, like I said. So it's a huge thing for me, and it's getting tough. I gotta say, it's not like I'm struggling by any means. Let's get that straight too. I'm not struggling, but it's a little tough sometimes. You know, you gotta start budgeting, and I can't spend the same way that I used to, and that's the only real ticket there, is that I gotta actually start consciously, like if I want a brand new couch, let's say. In the past I'd be like, oh, new couch? Okay, I'll go to the store and look at new couches, and you know, a couple weeks I could maybe buy a couch. And now it's like, oh, that couch is $500. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna have to maybe next month. You know, yeah. So it's different now. But it makes me think that, you know, maybe if people had a set way of donating to me, like Patreon, maybe they would donate, and maybe then I'd be much more financially capable of continuing to do YouTube full time, you know? So this is what I want to ask of everyone who has stuck with the video to this point. Hats off to you. It's been a long video yet again, but I think I actually worded it a lot better this time at least. If you've made it to this point in the video, I want you to be honest with me. Let me know yes or no, especially if the answer is yes. But would you be willing to chip in money on Patreon to support my channel? Even if it's only $1 a month, like that would be perfectly reasonable, is $1 a month. Let's say that that's the amount. would you be interested in doing that? Let me know. Because I want to gauge the interest. I want to gauge whether or not people would actually be willing to donate to me. And then also, here's another, this is point number 2, question number 2, really. Would you be willing, or no, sorry, that's not how I want to word it. Would you want perks? And what kind of perks? So that's kind of question 2 and 3. Because a lot of times when someone has a Patreon, they have special things like patron-only servers, or specific videos that are only available to people who subscribe to them via Patreon. Like that's what 2G1M used to do, is they'd have specific video content that only was available to patrons. MK and Graphoniac, and I think also Fultron, have Patreon-only servers that they go on. So it's, would that be something that you guys would be interested in? And then I also had an idea, like maybe I could do special live streams on these special channels where I could lock down who sees the streams to only allow my patrons in, for example. So they'd be like patron-only streams. Or I could even collaborate with someone if they're donating enough. Like say someone subscribes and gives me $100. I don't know, just for example. Would I then be obligated to maybe make a video with them if they wanted, or something? I don't know. What kind of perks would you like to see? And well, first question number 2 was, do you want to see perks like that if you were a patron? And the third question was, what kind of perks? Give me some examples of what you guys think you would like to have me do for special you and your donations. That's what I want to ask. So wait, how does this? It goes like this. There we go. There we go. So now I've fixed all the little beginning arches, and it's actually looking pretty cool, I think. Looking actually kind of sort of getting to be complete. And then the big project, of course, well, this was the big project. The final project will be to do this back wall right here from floor to ceiling, and this wall here, this other front wall, back wall. Front wall and back wall, have to finish them and get a pattern going for them. But anyway, yeah, be honest. If you really say, I love your content, but no, I wouldn't be interested in donating that way. Maybe I prefer subscribing to YouTube and giving everyone I watch a piece of the pie. That would be fair too. Or maybe you want to just give a one-off donation and get put in these rooms here as a one-off donation. That would be fine too. I was also thinking for patrons, I would probably do either a special patron room at the very end of the hall here, much more bigger and glamorous than the other rooms, or maybe it would just be one of these offshoot rooms, like right there, for example. I don't know. Perhaps, I don't know. That's something I'll have to decide. But I still do appreciate every single donation that I get. Some of them bring me to tears. Some of them just lighten my whole day, because it is supporting. It really is. Especially, like I said, I have this new financial load, and it does help. Every dollar helps. I haven't been taking any of the money up to this point. None. If you guys donated, I've been donating 100% to charity. I think that what I will do now is probably accept 50% of whatever is donated for myself, just so that I can afford to continue to pay the bills and afford what I'm doing. So that's that. I mean, really, the honest and for true reason is because I need to well, I need to move. I want to move. I want to sell this house. I need to fix up this house and get it all ready to go. And then once it's ready to go, I want to be able to afford to move, hopefully a little bit closer to Wyn, if you know what I mean. So that's really the main goal, and why there's well, that's not why there's a new financial load, but that would be definitely another financial thing that I have to save for. So I need to have better ways of making money. This YouTube Red gives me one way. I'm thinking of maybe another way like Patreon. And of course, the beautiful thing about no matter what method is out there, all optional, all 100% optional. Whether you sit through an ad, whether you subscribe to YouTube Red, or whether you give to me through something like Patreon. I haven't decided if I'm doing that yet, or if it will be Patreon or what have you. It's all optional. And no matter what, I would still be giving 50% of the donations, whether it's on Patreon. If you're giving me $10 a month on Patreon, I'd give $5 a month to charity. That's just the way that it'll always be, all the time. I never feel right taking 100%, even if you've donated it specifically to me. That's my choice. I mean, I could just as well say I'm going to take 100% and then donate 50% out of my pocket anyway. I mean, that makes sense, right? Finish this path, you lazy bum. Oh, this must be Wyn that did this. Finish yo path. Maybe that's April. It sounds almost like April, too. Could be any of them. Finish this path, you lazy bum. I don't know if they're talking to me or Dave. I did that part. Dave did this part. So, I don't know. But anyway, that's where I'm going to leave the episode. Hopefully that was kind of informative for you guys who stuck around and listened. Informative as to how I make money, how I will be making money in the future. And not to sound greedy, I mean, we're still talking, like I said, fractions of cents. It all adds up at the end of the month, but, you know, I'm not making hundreds of thousands of dollars or anything like that. I'm not gassing up my new Ferrari or anything that drastic. What is going on here? How come they've eaten all the grass and none of it's growing back? What's going on here? Anyway, I'm not making that much money, but that's why I'd like to get your opinion on how you guys can support me and channels like mine. I mean, other people listening, other content creators might be getting ideas from this talk. So we'll leave it at that. Like I said, leave a comment. Let me know if you'd be interested in supporting me through Patreon, even if it is only $1 a month. And if so, what perks you would like to see. What would you like to get back for giving me a subscription payment every month? You know, it's your subscription. You guys are in control of what I do, basically. So let me know, and I will be seeing you guys next time on TimeShot. Oh, and I gotta say, let's just take an aside here. I've read up on it. I've looked into it. They said that they did a lot of consumer testing about the name YouTube Red, that people loved it, tested very positively. People liked, oh, it means red carpet. It means red velvet. It means red like success. YouTube's colors are white and red or black and red, and they like red. And I don't know who out there got tested as a consumer, but if you didn't know about RedTube as being a pornography site, hilariously, I mean, come on, YouTube, come on. You can't name your new service YouTube Red when there's already a porn site out there named RedTube. It's so ridiculous. And the fact that they didn't think about it just shows that their planning stinks as usual, but that's a big rant and an aside for maybe another time. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be seeing you on TimeShot. Bye-bye.